What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV. This is Ask Me Anything. I'm actually using my iPhone 11 right now. It's the 128 gigabyte, it's purple, and that's the one that I'm using currently to record this. I have no extra microphones or anything like that, so that way, if you're thinking about getting a phone like this to see if you want to make your own videos, this might be a great phone for you to get. But anyways, let's get into the Ask Me Anything questions. First one comes from Irving Vasquez, who says, how can you afford to buy the latest smartphone all the time? And I don't buy the latest smartphone all the time. I generally only buy phones that I truly want, which ends up being the Samsung phones usually. I've added the iPhone into my repertoire, and then I also have a Galaxy S20, which I generally don't buy like multiple. Well, I guess I did last year. Yeah, all right. So how do I get them though? To answer your question is I generally just continually trade in and sell the phones that I do have, and it cuts into a big chunk of the cost for the phone that I want to get. So I might pay a few $100 or a couple $100 to get the phone, but I'm also trading in the previous phone, generation phone that I had, to again cut into that cost. So trading in the phones helps a big ton. And I don't really have any other activities. I don't buy a ton of clothes, and if I do buy clothes, I generally buy like t-shirts, which are, you know, 15, 20 bucks. I like food, so I've spent a lot of money. I'll spend money on food. I love technology, so big chunk of what I spend money on is technology. So I don't drink, don't do drugs, and again, so all my money goes towards technology generally. I do save my money, don't worry, but yeah, to buy phones, it's not really, it doesn't eat away at what I save or anything like that, so it's fine. So that's how I buy phones, trade them in, and then, you know, pay the difference. The next question is from Babyboy2020, who says, how does it feel that you're rising more and more? I've been watching you, I think, a little over 2 years, and I see you're getting more sponsors. FYI, I'm a fan for life, follower for life. Thank you so much, man. That's awesome. Thank you for following me for 2 years. That's crazy, a long time, and thank you for the continued support. So you're asking how does it feel to get sponsors? It feels amazing to get sponsors. It's cool that, you know, the sponsors I have been getting have actually been the same company, so it's cool to have that relationship, and they make, you know, cool software for people to use, and it's the software that they create, have it be like PDF creator, writer, whatever you want to call it, versus something like Adobe creates or has, is much cheaper. It's a one-time cost. You don't have to pay a monthly fee, so it works out better for people that way, and it works just as well. So I think that's a great, you know, added value that these sponsors, when they're coming to me, it's something I can offer you guys or inform you guys about. And that way, if you do want to use their software, it works both ends. It works for me to get, you know, sponsored by them and help support what I do and pay for the videos that I make, but also to give you guys some added value with software that you might not know about. Babyboy2020 asked another question. He says, in the house, do you use a case on your phones? I actually stopped, and I feel more like I get my money's worth with no case, specifically with the S20 Ultra and the OnePlus 7 Pro. I do use a case. I never take my case off. This is the case I use on my Galaxy S20 Ultra. It is a ring key case, and that's the one I use. I actually like it. I've had this case in the past. I haven't really used it so much. I've reviewed it, but I like it so far this year. It's light, doesn't add a lot, and it adds good protection, which is really cool. But yeah, I always leave my cases on. I'm a little bit worried if I drop it in the house or around, I'll destroy it. Next up comes from Lori Glass. Lori Glass says, I've lost mobile data connection with my Galaxy S20. How can I fix it? I can't get through to AT&T. All the shops are closed. This was a week ago you left this question. I hope you have data by now. But if you don't have data, let's do it the long way. So swipe down from your phone. Hopefully you can see this because I'm holding my iPhone and I'm using this one. Swipe down from the top, and you can do it from here, but let's just go into settings, hit that little gear on the top right. The next thing you want to do is you want to go into connections. Then you want to go into mobile networks. Once you go into mobile networks, you should see mobile data. Turn that on. Make sure that's on. If it's not on, you won't be getting mobile data. What you probably did is you probably turned on airplane mode, which was actually, if you take one step back, I think it's at the beginning of connections. Yeah, hit connections again, and you'll see airplane mode. Make sure that's off, because when you turn airplane mode on, that turns off Bluetooth, it turns off Wi-Fi, and it turns off mobile networks. That's probably what you ended up doing. You probably turned it off from the quick toggles. Quick toggles are right here. Those are quick toggles. So you can also turn on mobile networks right there as well. So hopefully that fixed your issue. Osa Obid, hopefully I said your name right. Why do you record every day and then upload them a week later for your weekly tech news? Why can't you just wait the whole week, then upload one video talking about everything new in one single video? So I thought it would be, okay, I'll explain it. So I obviously do a daily tech news video because tech news is constantly evolving, constantly changing, and it's tough to keep up and you want to keep up. The other reason I do every Monday I release a video that kind of compiles all those videos into one single video. I do that if people don't want to go back and watch 7 videos, they can just go back and watch one video. It's more of a compilation video. And since I do 2 videos every single day anyway, it allows me to kind of take a day off a little bit with that Monday video, but still give you guys some content that, again, if you don't want to go back and watch all of them, you can have it all, comprised into one. Air Craze asks, how much do you make? I'm not going to answer that straight up. I mean, it's a personal question. I don't ask how much you make. It's not a question most people ask. I make enough to buy the things that I want generally, save money, and pay my bills. Hopefully that answers your question. Buster Collins says, what would be your advice for people who want to start their own channel like yourself? First of all, my arm's getting super tired holding this one. I have a tripod over there. I could probably just use that, but I'm lazy. My advice for you guys would be to use a phone. First of all, use your smartphone to record all your videos. You'll save a ton of money. And then if your channel takes off, you can continue doing that, or whatever. You not end up spending more on the camera. So just use your smartphone. Get a tripod. Get like a $20, $30 tripod. Don't spend a lot on that. Microphone, you could get away with a microphone, or you could just not use a microphone. I'm not currently using a microphone when I'm recording this video, and you could probably tell how good or bad it sounds, but generally you can pick up a little lavalier microphone. That's what I would recommend for your phone to do that. So you can, if you want to get slightly better audio quality. Besides the hardware side of it, when you record your channel, be specific in what you choose. And I've kind of answered this question before, you guys have asked it, but do a specific topic. If you're going to do tech, don't do all of tech until later on when your channel grows a little bit more. Be the person that just does Apple phones, or just does smart home stuff, or just does Samsung phones, or or just does cheap phones, or whatever it is. Have your little niche and stick to it and grow your channel that way. Be consistent, meaning upload multiple times a week if possible, and also interact with your audience. Try to respond to every single comment if you can. Michael T5 says, do you stream a lot of Netflix and Hulu in TV or smartphone if smartphone reasons? I don't stream a ton of Netflix and Hulu, but when I do watch it, I like to watch it on my TV more than my phone. I will watch it on my phone occasionally, but more so in bed, before I go to bed. So my wife almost exclusively watches video on her phone, but for me, I generally watch Hulu and Netflix on my television. But YouTube, I watch more on my phone and more than my TV, but I still watch a lot on my TV. Or Weisberg says, what's the future for your channel? The same? I don't know. I started to do a vlog. You probably saw that. So I think that was a nice little thing that I'll probably stick to for a little bit, maybe once a week or once every couple of weeks or once a month. I'll probably do a vlog just to spice things up a little bit. But as for the future of my channel to change things, I can't generally think of anything specific that I want to change. Nothing else, I guess. And then the last isn't really a question, it's more of a statement. It's from Baby Boy again, who says, on another note, would like to say thanks for the news every single day. Sick pandemic, no matter what you put in the time for your followers, much appreciated. It's one of the nicest things I've read. So thank you so much for the kind words. And I've been saying a lot, I gotta stop. I love creating videos, and it's great for me to get out of that, bad news of the world, and also hopefully give you guys some, news outside of that world as well, and give you content that you guys want to know about and that makes you happy. So hopefully it does. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll do one of these again in the future. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not, and I'll see you guys down the road. Peace.